My name's David Gordon, member of Campus Safety. I own a 2016 Polaris Slingshot motorcycle, which is behind me. It has a four-cylinder Ecotec Chevrolet engine in it with a 5-speed transmission, a belt drive. The top you see on it and the windshield are both aftermarket. Has ABS brakes, traction control. Everything else on it is stock. This has a 170 horsepower engine. Top rated speed is about 125 miles an hour. I won't tell you how fast I've driven it.
Pretty reliable.
Pretty reliable. It's 18-inch wheels in the front, 18 in the back. For this model, you can get aftermarkets which are bigger, wider, different specs to it. A lot of aftermarket parts they make for it right now. Becoming a very popular machine. I first saw these about 2 years ago when they first came out. I was in California visiting some friends of my son, and I saw them in California at a motorcycle shop. So I fell in love with it and decided to eventually get one. And it came out, I saw one here in Sky Power in Lakeland, and I decided to get one, and I traded my motorcycle in and bought one. My favorite thing about the car is it's the way it performs, the way it handles. I just like driving it every day.
Girl with the VW
Yeah.
as well. Do you have any thoughts on her?
Yeah, she needs to go cross country in that thing.
I'm Paige Tynan. I'm from Michigan, and I am the owner of a '78 Volkswagen Westphalia. My dad found it, and he said it would just be the perfect college car, which it is. It's got an upstairs bed, and it's got this couch that I'm sitting on pulls out into the bed as well. It's got a sink, and it's got quite a few cabinets. It's got a built-in cooler, a little place behind me to hang up some stuff, and it's got some cool lights, and you can plug it in at like a campsite if you want to get like power. My favorite thing would have to be curtains, just because I have Vans that match it, and I have extra material to make a bathing suit out of it, which is pretty fun. There's problems here and there. Driving down to the Keys, actually, the lights went out for some reason. Up at the front, there's like exposed wiring and everything. So my boyfriend hit it with his leg, and the lights went out. We had to pull over, and it was raining in the Everglades, actually. Yeah, and we had to have some guy pull us out.
Have you ever had to use a fire extinguisher?
No, not in the car. When I drive, usually I just put it in the sink, so it doesn't really attach. Then those flowers are Velcroed on, too. The three things I wish I could have most in this car is a radio, a working like gas meter, and probably interior lights. Just because when I get in it, it's pitch black. The weirdest encounter I've probably had with it is when we were in the Keys again. We were playing putt-putt golf, and then this guy comes up to my car, just like looking at it, admiring it. Then my boyfriend goes over and says, "Hey, you like the car and everything?" He's like, yeah, it's from Germany, my hometown. And he's like, Paige, come here. And I speak like almost fluent German. So we had a conversation about the car in German, which is pretty fun.
Cars made America. There's no doubt about it. I mean, people don't realize, or Americans don't realize that unless they've gone to Europe, Europe is very small. Pretty much you can cross Europe, all the countries, in 6 to 8 hours. You know, you can't drive across Texas the long way in 5 hours. I've driven on my motorcycle. Well, I've done 3 trips, 1,000-mile trips nonstop, 23 hours at a time in my younger days. I mean, I drove from here to Missouri nonstop in 23 hours, 1,000 miles. You know, think about that. I mean, I can drive across Europe. Without cars, America wouldn't exist. Without transportation, America wouldn't exist. America does not have, except for some of the large cities, the infrastructure for subways and for bus systems that are reliable. America just doesn't have it. When I was a kid growing up in Germany, I could spend a quarter and I could ride a bus system anywhere I wanted for 25, 50 cents. I could go anywhere in the city, and at every 15 minutes there was a bus there. And no wonder, people can't ride the bus system, and nobody wants to spend the money for it. The government doesn't encourage it, they discourage it. And somebody that doesn't have any money can't take a bus because it costs $5. So if you're poor, you can't, you got to have a car. I'm sorry, that's just life.